We say that Oya is lightning that looks like a fork that zips through the atmosphere but does not hit Earth. Shango is that kind of zigzag shape thunder that strikes, maims and destroys. Okay? Oya energizes the atmosphere. Shango changes the atmosphere. Okay? Do you know why lightning comes? The spiritual reason why lightning comes to the Earth? The Earth is female, Mother Earth, right? Feminine. When she's feeling depleted of life force, she summons the thunder spirits to strike her and give her fertility. Because lightning brings nitrogen to the soil, stimulates growth. So it means this area was depleted spiritually, had to be recharged, jump started. Okay? So that's the mystery behind why it occurs. So any of you who are Oya heads, who've had your head readings, who have Oya in your head, you should be enjoying this day, watching it very carefully, learning from the wind and the rain. Or if you're Shango. My name is Minister Ra Ifagbemi. We're here for healing class, I believe number 6 or 5. I can never recall. 7. Good number 7. Okay? I thank you for coming out in the rain, truly, for having your commitment come forth. Today we're going to go through what we've done so far in practice. And we're going to add dealing with Mother Earth, in fact. How to vent your emotions out of your body into the earth, and how to suck up earth energy to strengthen you and to nourish you. Okay? A lot of our problems are due to lack of connection. Depression is lack of feeling connected to someone else, to your own spiritual essence, to your loved ones. You become depressed. And in this culture, depression is very prevalent because the European system of culture disconnects you from everything except MTV, Twinkies, cars, and things made by human hands. You see? So, we must reconnect to our batteries, right? Okay. So, before we begin, we shall call the ancestors. We're going to do a lot of work today. Okay? I ask you to stand in honor of the ancestors who come through rain, hail, sleet, or snow when their children are in need. I'll be saying Ibashe, which means we honor. Simply say, if you will, Ashe, which means more power to it. Ibashe, Olojumare, we praise the Supreme Being. Ibashe, Bobo Orisha, we praise all the angels. Ibashe, Bobo Egu, Umbelese Olojumare, we praise all the high ancestors who sat at the feet of Olojumare of God. Ibashe to those ancestors who preserved the sacred rites of magic and spirituality of the Africans. Ibashe to all the Africans buried in Mother Africa. Ibashe to all those taken from Mother Africa by our enemies in the great trauma called the Great Enslavement. Ibashe to all those ancestors who were kept in those dark, unclean hulls of those ships of evil that carried us away. We do not forget you. Ibashe to those who were pushed overboard, who jumped overboard, and just couldn't take it. We do not forget your story and pray that Olokun releases your bones from the depths of the sea to chatter with your story and tale for the world to hear. Ibashe to the Egun of the diaspora. May we all as black people get over our silliness and realize we are all one. Ibashe to the Egun to erase the superficialities of our tribalism and to emphasize the depths of our unity. Ibashe to the Native American ancestors, those who preserved this land, who shielded us and gave us love, caring, and comfort. May we rise that you may rise. Ibashe to the Africans proper who built North America, those who were hanged, whipped, tortured, abused, that this world, this country could be what it has become. May we receive our just deserts. Ashe for our work. May we, Ashe Egum, realize that our toil is not so rough compared to your journey. That what we have to go through today is not easy, but it's not like the old days of being tortured directly. So may we use the opportunity you gave us to study hard and to worship the ancient way, Ashe. Ibashe, to all the ancestors of those in this room, I truly give honor to your beloved ancestors for bringing you forth, for shielding you from harm, bringing you prosperity, wealth, health, and family. Ashe. May they teach you what I cannot teach you. May they show what I cannot show, and reveal to your consciousness what I cannot reveal. Ashe. May we have learning, hard work, sweat, fun, and divinity this afternoon. Ashe. And may love flow between us. Ashe. 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 Love is our law and love is our bond. There is no force truly greater than love. There is no force greater than love. It is love that gave birth to you, love that made the universe, and love that will free us. Love of your people. Love of your great, great grandbabies that will cause you to fight. If you're not ready to affirm your own beauty and your own strength and say, I'm worth saving, think of your great, great grandbaby and say, she is worth saving. And let her little eyes, her little feet inspire you to keep a trucking. Okay? This work that we're doing in the Healing Tao, the bigger picture is for you to have strong babies. Divine babies coming through our women's wombs. You see? That's the goal. Because you can't defeat a divine being. It is impossible. Got me? Comprehending? Got a nod. We're Africans, we don't. You can nod, say Ashe or something so I know. Ashe. Okay, so inner smile, cosmic sounds, stirring the cauldron, third eye. Look what you've learned so far. What else have we learned? Yes, the cauldron.
Spinal wash.
Spinal wash. Ashe. What else have you learned? Well, we're going to learn the higher levels of the teaching now. Starting with Mother Earth, then we'll move into your higher self, which is an intoxicating meditation. When you focus on the gold being that sits above your head, and you summon that golden force into your very existence, it's an intoxicating, hypnotic experience. Then we'll go to the North Star, to the Big Dipper, and the sun and moon. Merely a foundation for you, right? Because you must then practice this over and over and over to your perfection, right? The first pyramid in Egypt, the bent pyramid of Joshua, is bent because they lost the math at some point, right? Whoops! They tried again, right? So you keep trying to get it right. All right. What I would like to jump into is we're going to walk through the Earth meditation. Were you able to read about that chapter, Mother Earth and it all? Anyone? Ashe. That'll be chapter 7, I believe. Yes, chapter 7. Okay? Earth energy and the microcosmic orbit. The word in Chinese for Earth Qi is called Di Qi. Di Qi. Which is Earth energy. Do you ever know when you walk barefoot on the beach, when you walk barefoot on the ground, you feel better? Just naturally feel it. Ashe. Because you're actually sucking up Dichi, earth energy, terrestrial, gravitational, magnetic force. So the earth has magnetic force, right? Then you have heavenly chi, which they call in Chinese Tian Chi. Okay? The character for that is this. That's the word for heaven. That's a person between two worlds. Running through two worlds. Okay? Electric. Negative pole, positive pole. Negative charge, positive charge. Okay? So the goal is to balance magnetic electric force. Can someone tell me one thing in the universe that's not electromagnetic? Name one thing.
Wood.
Name one thing that is not electromagnetic in the universe.
I said wood.
Oh, you said, I said wood. Like a Georgia wood? Huh? You said wood. Wood. Does wood stick together? What? Does a piece of wood, is it solid? Or do I put my hand through it? Like air?
Solid.
Solid. What keeps it together?
Yeah, you said anything without atoms. So everything.
Actions. Everything is electromagnetic. Your relationship is electromagnetic. Your children, yourself, your fears, right? When you have fear, you're in a certain polarity of electricity or magnetism, right? All we do is change the poles of force to get you out of the fear. Ultimately, all spiritual teachings are scientific. And by the way that you can determine the elevation of a system is how scientific is it. Faith is not just this thing you feel. Faith can be made scientifically. The same way you make cupcakes. Right? Add the right ingredients and poof, cupcakes. Poof, faith. That's scientific religion. Alright, so let's talk about Mama Earth. Our nurturer, without whom we'd be starving. Right? Y'all fought to get to Earth from heaven. The waiting list is very long for ancestors to come to the planet Earth. Do you know that? It's like going into Harvard. It's a tight call. So if you're here, you're very blessed. And make sure you make the most of your trip, because you may not get to preference next time around. You'll be stuck in some other dimension for a while. We're talking astral spirituality to you here. The dream state worlds. Earth is a blessing. What is the function of being on Earth? What is the function of being on Earth as opposed to Sirius or Jupiter, spiritually speaking?
Learning to evolve.
Yes. To learn and to test your skills. If you're dirt poor, you're not in touch with your spirit. So Earth, your poverty is showing you, with no uncertain terms, you're not in tune with spirit somewhere. Immediate reflection. Your life reflects your spiritual state. If you're sad, you're spiritually off-center. Poor, ill, you're spiritually off-center. Your body immediately says, result, consequence. So you can tell how you're doing by looking at your life. If you want to improve your life, improve your spiritual power. Okay? Some say, well, Oyimbo, which is Yoruba for European, honey tongue, Oyimbo, they're very rich. They rule entire empires. Kingdoms upon kingdoms of gold. Have you heard of the word Hydra? The Hydra in Greek mythology? where you cut off one head and 3 more grow? Sure, they're rich. At the expense of depleting the ozone, which is taking life force from their children. At the expense of being cancerous, of having suicidal societies. There are all kinds of consequences to their approach to strength, to power. You see what I'm saying? So don't be fooled by the glamour. Because Ifa says sometimes you look closer, you don't like what you see. Looks nice from a distance, ugly up front. Do not be fooled. He's not very rich and not very bright. How can I say that? If we had one stream in our backyard, we all live in the village, had one stream of water, and I poured poison in that water, would you think I'm crazy or sane? We only have one stream, it's our drinking water, and I'm pouring poison in the water. Would you call me a crazy fool or a sane brother? Crazy. And dead soon. So polluting the water and the air and the soil is suicidal behavior. It's sociopathic behavior. Fronting as glamour. So don't be fooled. And don't perpetuate it. Ashi? So, we've learned that your mind, learn this trinity, mind, eyes, and heart. These are the sources of your liberation. Your mind, your eyes, and your heart. You combine these three, you draw great power to. Control your mind, control what you see in your mind, control your feelings. You'll be a great, powerful person. No matter where you go, you'll be great in that group.
Can you repeat that?
Yes.
That's important.
Yes, I shall. Control of mind, what you see in that mind, what you feel in your heart, will make you great no matter where you go. If you're in a den of serpents, you'll be the king serpent. If you're among angels, you'll be the queen angel. Lack of mind control, lack of control of what you see in your mind, and lack of emotional control are the sources of our fall. So can you control your mind? Your mind says, eat well. And emotion says, I don't like that. The battle begins. You see someone pretty, but you're already married. Your eyes see one thing. Hopefully your mind texts you, and your heart backs you up. Your loyalty to your words of commitment. You see what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
This is simple and very heavy. So if you want to break it down, all this, learn to control your mind, your eyes, and your heart. You'll be good to go. Ashio? Okay. So we're using the mind, eye, heart. Everyone say mind, eye, heart power.
Mind, eye, heart power.
Say it 3 times and tone it.
Mind, eye, heart power.
Yes, and once more. Mind, eye, and heart power. You're learning to use your mind to direct chi, your eyes to see certain colors, certain images, and your feelings, certain heats, coolness, movement of chi. So we're developing your skills, your skill, right? Your basketball skills, so to speak. Practice this, you'll get to heaven, I guarantee you. Guarantee you. You will experience heaven. Don't practice this, I don't know. It's anyone's guess. Other traditions, they're not quite as precise to get you from A to B. Alright. So, you are between, now the word in Chinese, which I find fascinating, my major was Japanese and always writing the characters and breaking stuff on the floor here. Okay. My major was Japanese in college, so I love writing characters. But Chinese Japanese are very different. They're not the same at all. They're like Russian and English. Completely different. But the word for ruler, that's the character for king, Xing, or ruler. This is heaven. This is earth. That's you. How do you become a king? It's in the glyph. Who wants to take a stab? Yes.
You rise.
You rise.
You rise and you're connected to each.
Right. You must rise and drop. You must rise and root at the same time. A royal being is one who's touching heaven and earth in a balanced fashion. Not all kings wear crowns. Not all queens have robes. So the question is, are you a royal being? Do you know earth? Do you know heaven? Can you bridge the two? Mind, eyes, heart. This funny little trinity everywhere you go. So, you are between electricity and magnetism. A hothead is what? Someone who's overly electric. Right? They're akin to electricity. Electrical action, right? I can speak fast like Sean now. Electricity. Someone who's, I don't want to get up. Is magnetic. Right? You want to be somewhere in between the two. Okay? Now, whether you like it or not, you have electricity flowing through you, magnetism flowing through you. When we do chi work, you amplify your voltage, literally. You felt that when we did the cauldron exercise most of all. The heat behind the belly button, you felt that surge of energy was electrical by nature, mostly electrical force. Since we want royal blacks up in here, you must have heaven and earth together, right? So we want to ground you before we take you too high into heaven. So you're going to become an airhead. You see, a spiritual airhead. Forgetting about bills and your accounts and your health. You've seen those kind of spiritual folks, right? They're so much into space, about God and spirits, but don't have a pot to... Yeah? They've lost touch with earth. Whether you're a fool in the heavenly sense or a fool in the earthly sense, is still a fool. And call a spade. Alright? So, we're going to use our mind-eye power to ground ourselves into the earth, that you may not get what's called Kundalini syndrome, which we discussed once. Overheating. Meditating too much, you get too hot. Too much chanting without grounding it makes you burn out your system. Okay? The key is balance, right? Male, female. You couldn't come here without those two. It took two poles of energy to make a third reality. I could draw this like this. See that before? Oh, no. As in church of. Okay? Female. See, in Africa, put the female on top. Right? The female is supreme. Male, child. Okay, we know where the power lays in Africa. So we show things as they really are. Chinese have a little problem with sexism at times. They're just chauvinistic. But that's okay. We'll forgive them anyway. Alright. Kundalini psychosis. Side effects. Space heads. correct. A few things on Mama Earth. Number one, she can recycle things. You ever watch her do that? You bury something in the earth and it gets turned into something good. So the Mother Earth has a power of regeneration. Those who know Yemonja, those who know the Egyptian Isis, she regenerated life. From the dead she brought life. The female has the power not only to create life, but to revive life. You see? When we're dried up, down and out, it is a mama's touch, a mama's smile, her nurturing spirit that I'm alive still. You see? That's the source of Ankh. Okay. So she recycles things. The earth, water and oil are her blood. Think about it. Water and oil are her blood. Crystal mines are her glands. So, we take her crystals. What are we doing? Glands do what? What do glands do? Secrete hormones. They make things, they secrete messages of homeostasis, maintaining the balance of the organism. If your hormones fail, everything is thrown off. Because chemicals don't know what to do. They've lost their king. And they will fight to rebalance themselves, sometimes destructively, right? This is why the prophecies of doomsday, the earth with wind and hail and storms will destroy evil humanity. Because we knew humans would take from the earth and not replenish her. She'd have to counteract. Her organs are the minerals. Zinc, silicone. Trees are her veins. Her veins and nervous system. I'm not kidding you. I'm not just being poetical and cute about it. Blood is her water and her oil. You pollute the water, it will affect your blood systems. Trees are her veins, transporting energy, her nerves. Just like nerves, right? Just like synapses. Dendrils, You chop out the trees, nervous disorders. Because like affects like. It's the source of magic, right? So as initiates, we know you gotta stop this routine. Because you're killing your babies. And the next revolution is the revival of Mother Earth. That's where it really lays. If we revive her, she'll give us land. I'm not kidding you. If we pray to her and re-energize her, she'll get us land. Right? The same way if I'm nice to you, you let me in your house. You welcome me. So there are many ways to get land, people. Not all so obvious. Wall Street's not the only force in town. For Wall Street can crumble. If you don't believe me, look to 29? So humans are the only creatures on Earth who can completely absorb the Earth's energies and regenerate them back to her. It's called service. We take from her and bring it right to bring her strength. That's why we have pyramids in certain geological places, temples along certain parts of the earth. You've heard of ley lines? What's point spots of power? Bermuda Triangle, Sedona, Arizona, Mount Shasta. Points of power. We built temples on these points to maximize the positive chi there for the village. We place altars on those spots. Those are holy spots. Mother Earth is a healer. You will learn to take all of your emotional baggage, all that crap, and say, Mama, take it. And you know mamas will take a lot. Right? All your mothers know, y'all will take a lot of stuff, and so come back down by the grace of heaven. Those of us with abuse in our past, traumas, give them to the earth. She'll recycle them, and it won't hurt her. The same way as garbage doesn't hurt her if it's biodegradable. You know, we have in the advanced stages certain chants for Mother Earth. Bring her back, we coax her back to life. We call her up and say, you're beautiful, we love you still, we have not left you. And she begins to regenerate. You start having better kids now, less pain and delivery. All kinds of mysterious things start to ensue. Alright. And then he talks about, later on in the book, about Tai Chi. The Tai Chi movements and Tai Chi classes. Tai Chi is very good for you after you've opened your orbit. Not so good before you've opened the orbit. Karate, Tai Chi, Taekwondo, those are all secondary teachings. Because the function of that is what? Tai Chi. Tai Chi is what? Big Chi. Tai Chi simply means big Chi. You're taking your Chi, making it bigger. Because now you're in motion. You're moving it beyond your own form. Now it's Tai Chi. Okay? So don't be lured by the fancy Jean-Claude Van Damme movies and Carradine, Kane. That's secondary stuff. Right? What do you think those monks were doing in the temples? They can only fight so long a day. What do you think they were doing? Opening their chi. Then they practiced fighting. Okay? So, we're going to move into feeling Big Mama. Okay? You will note a distinct difference between this and Heavenly Chi. Heavenly Chi feels warm and hot. Earth Chi is very cool and soft, very soothing, like a bubbling spring. The day will come when the brothers will worship strongly Heavenly Chi. The sisters will worship Earthly Chi. They join to form a magnetic spark of consciousness. Bam! And all of a sudden we start thinking differently. Because we're plugging ourselves in differently, yeah? So we start with spinal bone wash. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work to get some energy. Alright? Let's move forward. Y'all remember how to do it, right? Legs kind of akimbo, knees slightly bent. And we're simply going to arch back, tuck your butt out, your chest forward and your head back. Pull in. Once. Twice. 3 times. Just pull curl. 5, 6. Good. That's good. Miraculous every single time. Yeah, it's like a little mat. Okay. We move right into the silkworm. Okay. So want your spine to kind of wriggle up and back down like this. All right. So go ahead. To do 6 rounds. Just wriggle up your spine. Wriggle back down like a little silkworm. Up. Down. All down to the base. Up that spine. Back down. 3 more times. Up. Down. Shake it, shake it. Up. Down. And then once more. Like a little silkworm. See a little silkworm climbing up a tree and try to copy it. There we go. Look how relaxed you feel. Alright? Okay. Next we do the washing machine, where you imagine your spine just kind of slightly rotating inside of itself, up and down like this. Okay? So you're kind of twisting. A little small twist, kind of feeling it go up the back and down. Just rotate that spine. Up. Down. And up. Yeah. There we go. All right. We wash our bones. You see golden chi. You see a gold mist above your head. See it. And don't make it up. It's actually there. Just tune into it. It spirals clockwise down into the crown of your head. Feel a clockwise spiraling gold mist come into your crown and shoot down your spine. Use your mind to see it, to direct it, your eyes to see it, your heart to feel the chi falling. Down your spine. Coat yourself in gold like the pharaohs. Bring that chi from heaven, spiraling like a clockwise direction into your back. Removing negative omens from your aura, from your spirit. All the way down to the tip of your tailbone. Down into your leg bones, deep into the marrow. Fill yourself with gold, Africans. Fill your arms, your fingertip bones with gold, chi. And suck heaven down into your body. When you're done, you will see a beautiful blue, gentle mist from the earth. She is spiraling counterclockwise, ascending from the core up to your feet. You are like a tree with roots. And like a tree, you absorb terrestrial chi. Please draw this blue mist into your bones, deep into the marrow, into your feet bones, up into your shin, your thigh bones, femur, deeply coating in blue, counterclockwise spinning energy. Your hips, your waist bones, your tailbone. Tint your bones blue, earth blue, deep in their marrow and their cells. Tint your rib bones. You feel it ascending like a tree. Feel this cool, gentle blue force coming up through your sternum bones, your arm, finger bones, up your neck, into your teeth to strengthen your teeth. Pull it into your skull, your face bones, and feel bathed in blue earth force. As you now see coming from outer space, a white mist, bright white, coming into your third eye. Feel it into your third eye and trickle down into your neck, into your spine, and just wash your spine in the white called the Po force, the Pochi. Use your mind to direct it to your eyes, to see, to your heart, to feel it. And just wrap this chi around your spine. For your bones, this actually strengthens the calcium function in the body. A handful. That's all. Got a handful of chi right here. I want some chi. Some chi. Do you feel a pulsing? Feel between your palms. Try to put like this. You feel like a strong current. And kind of push it like this. And you feel like a force between the two. You feel it? Twist it like this, watch. You'll see, it'll almost go by itself. Like a rotator current. Ashi, you sense this chi? Chi is very real. Huh? Okay. So if any extras put on your body, the extra chi in your body will absorb it because your hands get full. Okay? Alright. You can have a seat. We'll do the 6 healing sounds.